kiri kan lurus gitu kebalik lagi ke Bandung. Ini kita ke arah Cibabar gitu ganti.
Okay. Copy. Yes, stand. Okay, so we're just trying to find our way to the site. It's quite a difficult one to find by the looks of it. Just waiting for Danny and his team who are in the car behind us. Until then, just enjoy the view.
Right, we've come to the San Culin Dam because this is the same company that's about to create two new dams on the Siskun River, very much in the same vicinity as this megalithic site known as Batu, Bedil. Right, Batu means stone, and Bedil means gun, so it means the gunstone, because the megaliths are in the shape of guns, ready to fire. So we've come here, we're probably still about 15 kilometres away from the site, and we're just trying to fact find to see if there is a access road that will allow us to get into the vicinity of the site itself. However, it looks like we're not going to be able to do it today because we just have not got time, but we're going to try and come back tomorrow and see if we can get close to the site, close enough for us to walk up to it. But it's an important site because it's got huge great megaliths there, and also they are seen as magical in quality. They have folklore connected with them, and they even have given their name to the mountain on which they're on, which is Gunung Batu Bedil. So obviously it means the mountain of the gunstone. So that's something that suggests that this is an important place, and it's been here for a very long time, so we need to see this. I also feel it's a gateway site between the Sinjar province or basin into that of the Bandung basin, because it's right on the borders. It would have been an important pass in the past, linking the two different basins, maybe two different kingdoms, through this. In other words, it would be the end of one territory and the beginning of another. So we're going to go back tomorrow and see what we find. So near but so far. You know, we've come within just a few short kilometres of this megalithic site, the Batu Bedil site, which may well have been some kind of gateway between the Sinjar and Bandung provinces. You know, it goes back to prehistoric times. Maybe the link from Gunung Padang to the Bandung obsidian culture, which existed on the basin around the ancient lake, you know, possibly even as much as 16,000 years ago. And yet we're being blocked at the moment by this huge digger that's taking rocks and placing them in the road, trying to create a road, obviously, but for us at the moment it means that we cannot go any farther.
We've really come a long way to get here. It's bad roads.
Right, this is completely no-go as far as a four-wheel drive, but what we're going to do is we are going to go up on motorbikes, right? We've got local guys that are going to help us. They know exactly where the megalithic site is, and they can basically drive us all the way up to it. So we're going to leave the 4x4 here, travel light, and go up to the site.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we're going up on motorbikes to Batu Bedil. We couldn't get through on the road. I'm praying to God this is going to be okay. They got all our luggage on the bags. Andrew's ahead of me on another bike. Danny's on another bike. I did not expect this today.
Batur. Tunggu di sini.
Batu Bedil?
Iya ya, sama.
Oh, we have to walk now.
Okay, walk off now?
Iya ya.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. I've done some crazy things in my life. but this is almost the craziest thing I've ever done. Getting on the back of bikes or with people that we've never met before, we don't know who they are, all the rest of it, to try and achieve our goal of getting to a megalithic site. Now, if we're not megalithic maniacs, I don't know who is. Look, we've just taken our life in our hands, ridden on bikes to we didn't know where, but we just had to put our trust in these guys. They brought us to the site of Bedil, the Gunstone, a megalithic site that's probably never been seen by anybody outside of Java before. So, you know, we've now got to go on foot for the final hike, which not sure how long it will be, but let's see.
That's where we just come from. It's just to our right. That's where we're going. So we've been hiking for like 20 minutes after the 3-hour car ride over dirt roads, then the motorbike trip over mud. Now we're on the top of the world, looking for the famous gun rock, or the gunstone, the cannon stone, Batu Bedil, here in Western Java. We're here. We're here. We found the rock. There should be a few more in the vicinity just here.
Okay, we've come here to the top of a mountain called Batu Bedil. What we now know is that the gunstone, which is down there, used to be actually balanced on top of this larger base stone at an angle, or you know, sort of pointing up, and the idea was that it should never be moved, and that if anybody did move it, it would always go back to the same spot. However, as we can see, it now is moved because it's down there. But what this tells us quite clearly is that this site has been artificially enhanced. It is a megalithic monument. You know, ancient human hands did this for a reason, probably magical, because they believed the stones were sacred, they had a magical quality, and for this reason, you know, we must class this as a megalithic site without question.
It's a problem in the country,
Yeah.
like whatever problem, so there are sound from here.
Sorry, say it again? A boom. So, sorry, what they're saying is that the legend is that if there's ever a problem in the country, then this will sound, that there will be a boom from the actual gunstone itself. But now that the gunstone is down there, down here, which we can see here, is there a problem? Can the gunstone still sound in times of need? This is the thing. But we'll just have to wait and see if there are any problems in Java in the future, whether the gunstone is actually heard. So, okay, we have a long journey back to get to reality.
Now is too much, so the gunstone collapsed now.
The gunstone has collapsed. Okay, but this is a megalithic site, and the chances are that there are links between this site and the monument, the great monument of Gunung Padang. This is even what the dam report, the assessment of the environment that highlighted this stone in 2009 for the first time, is that basically there is a relationship between this site and Gunung Padang. So we have to acknowledge that there is a connection between that culture and this culture, and it is my belief that this acted as a gateway site because the pass between the Xinjiang province and the Bandung province is essentially here, and that this was some kind of gateway or spiritual bridge between one and the other. It was also very strategically important as well. Basically, I've just asked if Danny would, you know, contact the dam people and just say that, you know, could they make sure that the site is preserved. Although it's not going to be destroyed, it could be subject to landslide. So, however they can preserve it, then that would be great. Okay, we better go. Right.
The cannon rock, or the gunstone, pointing out into the valleys. Amazing place. So just making our way back from Batu Bedil. That was a hell of a journey. It's about 4 or 5 mile hike, uphill most of it on the way back, through mud, ants, some quite horrible wasps, probably spiders and snakes as well, but we didn't kind of see any of them. Stupidly I came in shorts, but anyway we made it back. We're just about to get back on the motorbikes and get back to the car, which is the other side of the JCB digger, and then we got another huge distance, probably another 15 miles along dirt tracks in the car. So and then we have to get back to Bandung, and tomorrow we head to Jakarta. So we've got a lot on our plate, but at least we got to see the famous Gunstone, or the Cannon Rock, Batu Bedil, which is on the border of 2 main areas here in Western Java. No doubt it's linked to Gunung Padang. So we did it. Probably the first Westerners to actually get that far. So I feel quite proud of me and Andrew and Danny. Did a good job. Yeah, yeah.